I accidentally wore my boss's expensive jacket home, minus then discovered why his wife left him in the inside pocket. I grabbed the wrong blazer after our office holiday party and found a handwritten love letter in the pocket, not to his wife, but to my coworker Sarah. When I returned it the next morning, I learned I wasn't the only one who discovered his secret that night. December office parties are a minefield of awkward conversations and strategic exits. Last year, I navigated both successfully until the very end when I grabbed what I thought was my navy blazer from the coat rack in our CEO's penthouse apartment. It wasn't until I got home that I realized my mistake. The blazer looked identical to mine, but felt impossibly soft, clearly not the $200 department store jacket I'd worn in. The Brunello Cucinelli label confirmed I'd accidentally taken home Mark's $4,000 blazer. I was hanging it carefully for next day return when a folded paper fell from the inner pocket. I shouldn't have opened it, but the first line caught my eye before I could stop myself. My dear Sarah, these past 6 months have been the happiest of my life. Sarah, my 26-year-old colleague. The letter was dated 2 weeks earlier, 3 months after Mark's wife of 17 years had abruptly moved out, sparking office rumors about midlife crises and younger women. I quickly refolded it, but not before seeing the line, "Once my divorce is final, we won't need to hide anymore." The next morning, I arrived early to return the blazer before anyone noticed. Mark's office light was already on. "Come in," he called when I knocked. I entered holding the blazer. "He accidentally took this last night. I am really sorry." Mark looked exhausted, his eyes bloodshot. "Thanks for returning it," he said, hardly glancing up as I placed it on his coat rack. He added, "Did you happen to find anything in the pockets?" My heart raced. "No, nothing." I lied, unable to admit I'd seen his secret. "Catherine found another copy last night after the party." Catherine, his wife. "She came to surprise me," he continued, staring at his desk. "Wanted to reconcile the letter in my other jacket." The awkward silence stretched between us. "I'm really sorry," I finally said, unsure if I was apologizing for the jacket, the letter, or his imploding marriage. 17 years, he whispered. "Gone because I couldn't wait 3 more months for the divorce to be final." As I turned to leave, he added, "Sarah resigned this morning. Armin came through at 5 a.m. In our team meeting that afternoon, Mark announced a company-wide policy change. All employee relationships must be disclosed to Ehart. No one questioned why. 3 weeks later, Catherine was named our new chief breeding officer. She owned 40% of the company from their startup days. I still have my navy blazer, but now I always check the pockets before leaving anywhere, and I never assume I know the full story behind anyone's downfall. Sometimes the jacket you take home holds more secrets than the one you leave behind. Claude can make mistakes.